Hi, beautiful Leo. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Leo, I know it's been forever since I was here last, and I'm back now after illnesses and holidays and whatnot. I said it was 3 weeks ago. Goodness. Okay, we're just going to dive right in to Leo energy. We're going to start with an overall energy, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper and deeper and find out what's going on for you. This is the message for January, but we're going to definitely come into February also. You're going to have plenty of time to figure out if this is your reading, to then decide if you want to come to the extension of this reading. I'm going to talk about that towards the end, because there's two choices here, if you're interested, that is. Let's see what's going on. Oh, there was a card that hid underneath. It hid underneath, and I always take these things into account. And all of a sudden, I just want to say Happy New Year, everyone. Okay, we're starting with this. It really came out like this first. Creative wonderment. That's very Leo. Leo being the creator of, I don't know, Leo is always very creative or very like attached. What do you say? When we think of Leo, we think of creative, like in the arts, theater, music, painting, whatever. And then we have a card that hides. It hides behind it. And I think this very much it's a very beautiful story, that because this is sort of like my narcissist empath card. It can also be just things that things that has felt really bad, like this little sleazeball here, my poor lizard that takes the hit every time, who's on fire. Not so beautiful to have in your life, not so pleasant to have in your life. And then there's this beautiful troll with these crystals. We have crystals behind the troll here. There's a beautiful big angel that sort of oversees everything. And then we have you sitting in the creek here, sort of choosing between good and bad. And I think that whatever has been going on before has sort of sparked this. And I love how this is not in the forefront. This is not what we're moving away from. This seems to have, you've been sorting this already. We're already here. But the reason why you're here, the reason why you're dressed to your teeth, and the reason why you're stepping up those golden staircase is because of this. It's because of where you came from. It's because of the hardship. It's because of, and now that has sparked so much creativity. Some of you guys might even have a story that was a little bit tough, and you're actually writing that story or creating that story or singing about that story, whatever, like how putting it in the book, whatever, writing about your life in some fashion. This is very much like we have the Oscars there. We have an Oscar. The Oscars is coming up pretty soon, isn't it? I think it's in February sometime. I know that's way, way bigger in the Americas than here in Sweden or in maybe any other country. But there seems to be something here today for like about the Oscars. There's an Oscars statue. We're dressed to our teeth, so very much like a gown, going to the gala. There's also a peacock in the wings. Pun intended. Peacock in the wings. That's also dressed like you're dressed. Like they have the same color coordinated situation there. And if you listened to me before, this could entail a soulmate connection. It's resurrection. It's coming back from the dead. It's a second chance. It's like you're starting over. You're trying something new. But this new could be something that, like, this could be an artistic dream that you've had for a million years. And it's like you're now going for it. Or like you're seeing, because I see this as a movie playing out, that there's like this old you know, movies from the 50s or like the 40s and the 50s, like these black and white pictures. It's like they're playing out in the back here. It's like you're watching it and having these thoughts about, should I enter, like, is it too late to enter into this dream? And whatever that is for you, whether that is writing or painting or singing or cooking or like whatever creative thing you have going that you just feel, if I was just, you know, 10 or 20 years younger, if my life was a little bit different, if I had more talent, if there was money enough, or if there, you know, if the right circumstance was just there, would you go for it? Would you go for that dream of yours, Leo? Okay, this is an overall. So let's see what this is about. Let's go deeper into this message. Why is this here for Leo, please? What can we tell Leo? Inspire and uplift them, please. So I see this perfume bottle. So is there even like someone who wants to make their own, like have their own perfume, or just putting on their perfume because they want to look really nice? Or so we have number 9, solitude, and we have number 1, prosperity begins. It really fits. Like, so this is all about having been in hermit mode for quite some time, having been in solitude mode. Having been, I mean, obviously the whole world has been in shutdown for such a long time, and this could sort of apply to everyone because there's a lot of people that has been in solitude. There's a lot of people that has been in hermit mode because they've been forced to be in hermit mode. But it doesn't mean that you haven't been creative, or it doesn't mean that you haven't had ideas or had thoughts about what you want to do. This tower moment, this stuff that has happened in the past, it's very anchored in the past. I just feel like the thing that was hiding behind your success, that really has pushed you forward, whatever crap this was about, has really pushed you forward into being this very creative. You know, you watch something and you just go, or for the love of life, I'm just going to do it. Like, what do you have to lose, you know? Or there's something that's crappy enough that you start to really ask for the good stuff. And so this tower, S-H-I-T, that sort of has settled in the back there, in the mountain, like as a rock. It's set in stone. Is not going anywhere, but it's not. I feel like it's not affecting you anymore. If it affects you in any way, like it hides behind the creativity. If it's anything, it's fuel. It's gasoline. It's fire to your fire. It's like it really pushes you forward. And there you have, like, we've written this story before. Here on this side it's a written story, but here it's a blank page. It's literally a blank page. And it's an open canvas. It's a blank page and an open canvas. And that's very metaphorical. That's so beautiful that it's like you can now start to do whatever you want to do. It's really up to you. We have a star there that talks about innovation. It talks about wish fulfillment. It talks about healing and hope. And number 9 is the ending of something. Like the 9 sits really clearly on the tower. Like this is we're not dealing with tower stuff anymore. You're very anchored in, you know who you are, and you're ready to sort of start to write a new story. We've written an old story, but this is a blank page and we're starting over. Peacock, resurrection. Into prosperity begins. Number 1, new energy, new start, new beginnings. Prosperity begins. And I just love we've had a seed there for quite some time. The seed has taken root. The root has gone into this tree trunk, And now his, like, the fruit is not just falling down, it's just flying everywhere, because it's like it's a very fruitful time. You've come into fruition. It's time. It really, like, Cancer had somewhat of a similar vibe, but Cancer was way more like, wait for the timing. If you just continue a little bit more, you just wait for the timing, it's going to be right there. Here it's almost like it's so ripe, the fruit is freaking falling up. Like, whenever you want to get on this train, whenever you want to start to write this book, your memoir, even if you're 25, or you want to start this dream of yours, it's so ripe, it's so ready. You're dressed to your teeth, like you're dressed for the occasion. If there's anything in you, Leo, that you think, yeah, I can't do that, I can't do it, it's like such, maybe you feel like it's a far-fetched dream. Where would you begin? Who would you contact? Who could you contact? Would there ever be a contact enough for you to do this, whatever it is that you want to do? Get in somewhere, start to do this thing that you want to do. Like, you feel so far-fetched. No, you're dressed for the occasion. The fruit is falling up. It's like it's so ready. Okay, another deck. What else can we tell you about this, please? Blessed. Feels like perhaps one more. Yeah, it's almost like a card wants to talk, but yet it doesn't. I'm just going to start with this first one. Blessed. You're just cruising on through right now. 2-2. 22. 22 is manifesting. 22 is starting to see your dreams come to fruition. And this is cruising through life. This is like sitting on top of things. We have love hearts. We have the stars. Even though there's a little bit of cloud thing going on there, you have so much love amongst the clouds. Like, you have stars amongst the clouds. Like, it doesn't matter if there's a little bit of a ripple effect from your past, or if there's a little bit of like a residue, or sometimes you get a little bit reminder of where it came from. There's a little bit left of your past, like, moving forward. It doesn't even matter. You can drown it. Like, the expression of love you to death, I just love you to death. It's like everything crappy that needs to die is dying in the face of love. Like, nothing that's really bad can exist or coexist with love. So, and you're floating above it. It's like wherever there was hardship, we're now replacing that with love. It's just love hearts all around. And then there's these stars again, like wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment, hope, healing, innovation. You could be the star. You could be the star of the show as well. You're blessed right now. There's opportunities given to you. It's like the world is your canvas. The world, it might feel like we're a little bit restricted, and depending where you live in the world, obviously, but it's still an illusion. I know it looks so hands-on, like this is the truth, but that has always been the truth. And just because maybe all of the world looks at it and states that it's the truth, it doesn't necessarily have to be the truth for you. So if we sort of change our illusion in our mind about what we want to see in the world, the world really is a blank canvas, and you can really literally go anywhere you want to go. You will go where you need to go when you need to go there. When things are shut down, you don't have to go anywhere. And when things open up for even 2 weeks, you went. It's like you will just sort of fit perfectly in whatever you're doing here. I'm going to read out of the book for that one. Blessed, 22. Leo, there's just something there. I just feel like go for it. Try it out. What do you have to lose? 24. 22. Blessed. Essential meaning of this card is something wonderful that is unearned or unexpected. Grace that is an unforeseen gift from spirit. So yeah, I read this before and I get a little bit upset, and then people have commented in the comment section like, it doesn't have to be that bad, but like something wonderful that is unearned. I think they only mean that it's like you didn't feel like you earned this. Like you didn't really work your ass off to get to this place, but that's the way of creating. That's the beauty of creation. It's not hard. When you think it's hard and when you really go at it for such a long time, that's when it doesn't come, because it really isn't hard to create stuff. It's easy. So when you get into the ease of it, when you get into the feeling that this is an easy peasy thing, this is a walk in the park, then it shows up like nothing, like probably feeling like unearned. But if we should just start to swap that around to say, you know, this is earned just by living, just by being freaking born. That's hard. Grace that is an unforeseen gift from spirit. Grace that is an unforeseen gift from spirit. So there's some sort of grace here coming in. The oracle's message states, there are moments in life when out of the blue, it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. It's as if the Red Sea parts in front of you and events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. Yeah, there's the love that just kills everything. Easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not, I don't like this. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, and yet here you are. You deserved all of it. So maybe there's a little bit of a conflict there going on with Leo. Did I deserve this? Did I earn this? I sort of have just been sitting here and I haven't really done all that much. Although you did write that manuscript, or you did write that poem or that song. You did bake that cake or paint that beautiful painting. Maybe you're just the typical Leo that is a leader, that has a sun as your ruler and as your companion, and you're just such a light for so many people. And just by being here, you have earned it. You really have earned it, Leo. I don't like this text. I'm going to have a talk with the author of this. But it can be like, oh my God, I didn't even try, and there it was. If what that means, then I agree. I didn't even try, and that's the whole point. There's no fight. There's no, oh, you better work for this before, and you know, people say, I've earned it. I've earned my time off. You earned your time off whenever you want your time off. Just by being here in third dimension, it's hard enough. Okay. Getting personally involved here. I'm just going to skip another sentence. Let awe and gratitude for all your blessings guide you now. Relationship message states, you are moving toward a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. And that could be the in the wings soulmate there. There's a deepening of a sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. And then the prosperity message says, unexpected windfalls of good fortune come your way now. You're in a phase where any difficulties or obstacles that have I can't pronounce it, stymied your success seem to disappear on their own. Be ready to receive. The windows of opportunities will open wide. Accept the blessings given to you now, given to you now, and don't forget to share them. So there is an opening up. Like I think you've been planning for this. You've been planning for the Oscars for a long time, and now you're dressed to your teeth. Like you put your best dress on, and prosperity begins. Like you're blessed like no one else. Cruising through life, things are going to start to just magically come in. But not because you didn't earn it, or not because you didn't do anything. Oh my goodness. I'm going to take this into the extension. If you feel like this is your reading, Leo, we're going to go deeper there. Maybe find out a little bit more about that connection, what that connection is about, and just overall go deeper into this message and see what we can find for you. If you feel like that resonates, there's 2 choices to get to the extension. I'm going to continue for a little bit longer with Vimeo. I cut the price in half. You're welcome. I cut the price in half. You can't buy it anymore, but you can rent. You can rent it for 48 hours for the half off. Or you can go buy me a coffee on this beautiful donation site, Buy Me a Coffee. I put both links in the description box down below. The Buy Me a Coffee is donation based, and you buy me however many cups of coffee you want. But that's it. I also am posting a link to My True North. It's another site that I've started where we just have entered into this breathing yourself back into alignment. We have done 1 week with our feet, and now we're just a couple of days into our knees. It's an individual journey, so if that feels like something you want to do, come check that out. It's also on Buy Me a Coffee, so it's donation based, so there's no big money that we're talking about here. Okay, that's what I have for you. I hope to see some of you guys in the extended. If not, thank you so much for watching. Bye, Leo.